okay.
Curse
And
Strahd.
we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, cool. We rummaged in the little caravan and pulled out the lightsaber, and we're like, you didn't know you had this? And she's like, yeah, dude.
I got the ally they got for the party was the old man who ran the winery. And it's just like a leveled 3 or 4 fighter, essentially, with nothing to it.
Most of them seem useless.
Yeah.
Everything but the mad wizard up on top of the mountain seem like they'll just be a hindrance.
That or the vampire hunter, I forget the name.
Well, no, I've gotten both of them. I've seen both of them in play a lot, and they just don't have the stats to do anything effective.
Oh.
Like, even they're like level 4, level 5. Like, you can get a lot of like info from them, but you kind of have that already. It's just like the only person that can fight is the crazy wizard on the mountain. If you want like an actual like, this guy feels like an ally. It's more or less him, mostly.
Isn't it's Xanathar, isn't it?
No, Xanathar's a beholder. He's a famous wizard.
Okay.
He ends up being a famous. He doesn't get a unique stat block, but he's supposed to be a famous wizard. He should have had a unique stat block.
He should have.
Yeah. Okay. Is our DM ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alrighty.
All right. So who wants to recap what happened 2 weeks ago?
I'll do it again. It was the Halloween one shot. We were given a heart. We were chased by a cult. We destroyed the cult. We went in through the necromancer's domain, fought and solved puzzles, and now we're in the midst of the battle after one of our allies became dust.
Not just dust, he's fucking dust. So Banana says you guys smoked crack in a 7-Eleven bathroom and woke up in Faerun.
Pretty much.
Seems accurate. Alrighty. Yeah, so we are in the midst of combat. I believe it is Mel's turn. My internet decided to crap out when we were playing last time, unfortunately.
Yeah, what was I doing?
You have your 2 attacks.
Attacking?
You already rolled.
Am I attacking the eyeball?
The green guy.
I'll say this guy here
Green
is the Lich.
That?
And you
Okay.
rolled your attacks already.
I did?
Oh, did she?
Yep, they're right there. Right, they're the last thing in the chat.
Oh,
All right, so the 16 misses, but that natural 20 definitely hits.
okay.
Alrighty. Very nice, Mel. Alrighty. Anything else?
No. Is Cora's out, right?
Yeah, I
well,
think she
but
died and then you
she didn't-
resummoned her.
I resummoned her. Okay.
If I remember correctly.
Sounds right.
All right, that's going to bring us to Fakina's turn. Alrighty, let's see here. All right, I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw, please. If you're immune to charm, you do not have to roll. Or actually, you still have to roll, but you would become frightened. So if you can't be frightened, don't bother rolling. Very nice, Eric.
I have a black screen. I can't see anything.
I believe that is because you are technically not there.
Well, that's fine. Then
Oh,
I won't have to
charisma.
roll.
Is it charisma or wisdom?
Here, but I'll make it so you can see at least.
Okay, thank you.
I guess
like
charisma.
Yes,
Am I
charisma
not
saving
present
throw.
in this fight?
Technically no, but you can
That's fine with me.
show up. So
I won't have to roll.
Mood probably just appeared next to it. It was like, stop, because Mood left.
oh yeah, Mood bailed.
Yep, Mood bailed with the heart because he's like, I don't want him to have his heart.
All right, so Mel fails, Logan fails. All right,
Okay.
so the two of you, here I'll link it. You are now charmed by him. All right,
No resave.
no, because they get a short-term madness.
Mel, wait. Isn't Mel Elven?
Yeah.
So doesn't she have advantage, or isn't she immune to
Yes.
charm effects?
Advantage.
So roll again,
But
Mel.
yeah,
Nice save.
Roll the save throw again.
Yeah, roll the charisma save again.
Yeah,
see if you can get
I
better.
thought she was immune to charm.
No, they're
I
elves
think
are,
it's sleep.
yes, elves are immune to sleep.
Okay.
That is
and I'm a
bonkers
half
boy.
elf, so I also have the Fey ancestry. But I also got hit with the disadvantage against all saves. I assume this counts for that.
Yes. So that'd be a straight roll for you.
Stuff.
I love honest players. I love it. All right, that will be the end of his turn, and we will go to Logan, your character.
Right, so I have madness.
Oh yes. Where's my DMG? 1 second.
Frightened.
I'm not immune to being charmed. Just usually good at resisting it.
258.
This is gonna be crippling.
All right, roll a D100 for me, Logan.
Zia, stop.
And this was an ability, not a spell, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That's what it looks
So
like.
counterspell won't work.
Unfortunately,
You
no.
said roll a D100?
Yep. Now roll a D10 for me, please. You fall unconscious for 5 minutes.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So as you go to begin to cast a spell or whatever you may do to Fakina.
unconscious but not sleep.
Correct.
Okay.
Now someone can rouse you, I would believe, but
Wait, could
Cora-
my familiar do that?
As I say, Cora's right next to him. Can Cora just slap him?
I would say your familiar could do it, but that'll be your turn.
Fine.
Okay.
It's better than being unconscious for 5 minutes.
This is true. All right. At the end of your turn, because legendary actions. Where did that?
Sorry, the 3-year-old's being extra needy.
You're fine. How dare the baby? All right.
How dare both their parents be playing
I know, right?
at the same time?
Oh, you're referring to your 3-year-old. I thought you were talking about the DM.
I mean that too.
No, I'm referring to my 3-year-old.
I
Vigos.
I did miss
Oh, go ahead.
something.
What's up?
The last when Melisande hit, the necromancer was, or the thing we're
Right, yep.
fighting, was vulnerable to all of the attacks damage.
Oh,
So
okay.
doubled it. So have it hit again.
So I'll just subtract all that again. Very nice.
Good thing
Good
everybody
catch.
remembers these things.
Oh yeah.
Not me.
All right, Vigo, since you're technically not here, I need you to roll a D1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for me. Silas, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Nope.
All right, so you take 7 points of psychic damage, and you are now slowed until the end of the Lich's next turn.
Okay.
All right, so continue on with Mood, it's your minion's turn.
Okay.
It says he's slowed till the end of his next turn.
Yeah,
Not the
until
Lich.
the Lich's next turn. Until the end of...
Oh,
Oh, no,
okay.
you're right. The end
Yep,
of Silas's
turn.
next turn. Yep.
Okay. Animate objects. Beat down.
Yeah, go for it. Do they have any...
Bonks.
What was that?
What's up?
Do they have any bonuses, or is it just a straight whatever they rolled?
That's with the bonuses.
Okay. So
Yeah, all that's with
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
Coder's just gonna get up on there and beat them down because we're too small to tornado.
Both hit.
Solid. And then
Are you moving him?
no, I think he's good right. Yeah, I think he's good right there.
Okay.
And then he's. Do I want to hit him with that? I think about it is also going to bulk him.
Okay.
Let's miss.
Double misses, unfortunately.
Okay. It's my turn.
All right. He is going to use his legendary action to teleport. Right here. Silas, it's your turn.
What do I do? I really don't have anything right now. I guess I'll just... I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I think I'm going to do mass cure wounds. I think that's the best option. And everybody within a 30-foot radius, yeah, that happens.
So as you go to cast a spell, you take 8 points of psychic damage and the spell fails you.
Cool. Okay. Can't disengage, so
Oh wait, he took damage?
Silas did, yes.
Yes.
Let's
That's all
do it. I'm putting him behind Kojo.
There you go.
If you want to be behind Kojo.
I do want to be behind Kojo.
All right, you're behind Kojo as Vines go and grab Silas and put him behind Kojo. Hey, I got to use the "We don't want Vigo dying again" ability.
I was wondering what that abbreviation was.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I go to say some things. He just goes, "Shh, it's okay. No more words." As I get ripped behind this giant plant creature.
Alrighty. Anything else, Silas?
No, because I tried to use that. I can't do anything else. That's all I got.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's gonna use his last legendary action to cast a beautiful fireball right on Kojo.
Okay. Okay. So he's gonna make a save.
Is
Yeah, so them and the items.
Yeah. So Silas, you need to make a DC 19 dex save, please. Kojo
Yes, he's gonna
succeeds.
He's gonna take half and then a
Yep.
third because he's resistant to fire. So he'll take a quarter of.
So he'll take 7.
7 points.
can I use my mirror this time for this, or is this
Link the mirror because I think it's got to be targeted, not AOE.
Objects.
Let me see if I can find it. It's AOE as well.
Then
We have a lot of stuff.
I know you do.
When you are there we go.
You are targeted by an area of effect from a spell. Yeah, so I'll say you can negate the damage to you.
Okay.
So you would have to use 6 charges because it's a 4th level. I cast it at 4th level.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, no, it says so when you are targeted by an area of effect from a spell, as a reaction, you may negate the area of effect. So he's negating the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Keep reading the last line.
Yeah. And then he'll also take fire damage.
Yeah.
He'll also take fire damage.
He needs to make a 19 dex. Okay.
Yeah. So he'll take 15 from it.
Like,
Okay, that's good. Solid, because I think a lot of the objects would have died.
That was the point. That was the point of that. All right, that's the end of his legendary action. So it is Mel's turn. Mel, I need you to roll a D100 for me, please. And then a D10.
why is my sound not working all of a sudden? And a D10.
So you are paralyzed for 9 minutes.
Short-term madness is crippling.
But Cora can still do whatever she wants.
Did Cora make her save?
Oh, that's a good point. I need a Christmas save from Cora.
Oh. They don't have a saving option on there.
Well, you would just click her charisma then. Yeah, so roll a D100 and then a D10 for me for Cora. Let's put her back here real quick. 86. Yeah, so she is stunned for 7 minutes.
What do you have to roll to not get stunned?
So the charisma saving throw is from his ability. Oh, which reminds me, oh no, it's not his turn. The D100 that you rolled was an 86. Now an 86 on the short-term madness chart is the character is stunned. The 7 is how many minutes they're stunned. They take that effect for. So that's.
I think Mel's question is she rolled a 17 and got stunned. Cora rolls an 86 on the other end of the scale and also gets stunned.
Well, no, she got paralyzed.
Yeah, she was paralyzed.
So that's worse.
Mm.
Yeah.
So she's just stunned instead of paralyzed.
Yeah, Cora's stunned for 7 minutes. You're paralyzed. So, like, any attack against you is advantage and an auto crit. I believe actually for stunned as well.
Stun is
Auto-crit.
advantage, but not auto.
So for a short-term madness, from a 1 to 20, the character retreats into his or her mind and becomes paralyzed. There's more to it, but I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
Yeah, short-term madness is bonkersly
Yeah.
painful.
Well, then there's
But-
nothing I can do.
But you guys are fighting a lich, so. All right, that brings us to the lich's turn. Let's roll for the Eldritch Counterspell back. He does not get it back. I don't think I used the other ability that I wanted to, which is fine. Oh, I got to roll for Tainted Love. 1d6. He does get Tainted Love back. Oh, I forgot to do layer action too. It's okay. All right, I need. You're unconscious on the ground, so you're not facing. Yeah, we won't do that one. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he's going to cast Fireball again on. Gonna try it again.
All right.
We'll do it at 5th level this time. All right, so I need a dex save from Kojo, the inanimate objects, and Silas. Silas, you shouldn't be slowed anymore, by the way, I don't think, right?
Correct.
All right, cool.
And then you could add. You can add 5 to all those.
Including Kojo's?
No, just the extra ones. Kojo
All right.
failed his, but all of these other ones you add 5 to.
So
how many?
four of them saved.
How many?
The 18, the 16, and the 214 saved. So 4 of them saved.
All right, so there's 4 left.
Okay.
They only have.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
was muted. So, the fireball, is that something I can counterspell, or is that also an ability?
That is a spell.
Okay. Is it too late to counterspell it?
I'll allow you to try. What level are you doing it at?
What level am I doing?
You can upcast counterspell beyond above 3rd
Oh,
level.
right.
If he casts if for example he were to cast a 4th level spell, and you cast a 3rd level counterspell, you then have to roll to see if you defeat the spell. If you cast a 4th level counterspell, it stops his spell. So if you know what level he cast it at or greater, you can cast a bigger spell and squash it.
Right. Which I don't, so I'm just going to assume. Or,
All right, so roll a d20,
Roll it.
add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Yeah. Yeah, 15!
Yippers.
spellcasting modifier.
No, in your case, I believe
That's
it's
not
intelligence.
spell attack bonus.
No, it should be like, I think it's intelligence for you. You're a wizard, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so d20 plus whatever your intelligence modifier is.
And does Stone of Good Luck help with this?
I have no idea. What is that?
Plus 1
Stone
to
of
ability
Good
checks.
Luck both basically gives you a +1 to all of your d20 rolls.
Yeah, so it would, because it is an ability check. Yeah.
And I roll a 5.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your counterspell does not take hold. You do still use the spell slot, but the fireball does go through.
Sabanto's gonna use his shielding to save one of the objects.
Okay.
Half of them are gone.
Yep.
Poof.
Perfect. So 38 damage to Silas, Kojo, and then 3 of the dynamic, or however many are.
5.
Yeah, 5.
So 5 blow up, and then the other ones take half. But yeah.
And then the Lich will this way.
Now that we've seen the fireball, is it possible to tell what level it was cast at?
Make an Arcana check. Nope, no idea. And that'll bring us to a resident wizard. So you're prone on the ground.
Madness. Woo.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're still under effects of madness. Roll a d100 for me. $28. D10 for me as well. 7. So for the next 7 minutes, you are incapacitated and spend the duration screaming, laughing, or weeping, or all 3.
Yeah.
I don't like that doesn't have another save. You know what? Go ahead and make another save for me real quick.
It's silly. It doesn't have another save.
Make a charisma save for me, Logan, please. And you too, Mel, for the end of your turn. All right, so you are not under the effect of the short-term madness this turn, because that's just bad.
It's bonkers. It's basically, you fail this, you're out of the combat.
Yeah,
Yay!
I don't like that. All right, so Logan, you save from it. Unfortunately, Mel, you are still under the effect. Oh, you have advantage, though. Make another roll. Okay, so you're good, Mel.
Yeah, she got it.
So the Drake is still under the effects of the short-term madness, but you and Logan are. So Logan, you have your turn.
Oh, neat. Let's try telekinesis.
Ooh. Excuse me. Are you trying to lift up the Lich?
I am trying to drag the Lich back to the big scary monster that's on our side and have it prone so it
This
can't.
is Kojo.
Okay, Kojo.
That's our person.
So drag towards Kojo.
Okay.
And then gripping it with the telekinesis so it can't cast spells anymore.
Well, it depends on how it casts spells, but yeah.
Yes, it can't cast spells with semantic components.
Ability check. This spellcasting ability contested by that of the creature's strength check.
I make a strength check. Woo!
Yep. All right. So.
And you got to make a
DC 19 strength check.
Well, no, you have to make a ability check. So you get to add your intelligence and +1 from your stone. It's no saves here.
Oh, I thought it was making.
Yeah.
a
No,
save
that's bad.
You only got to be innate, so you've got a good idea because you're using a Lich's strength, which is probably not great,
Nope.
versus your intelligence.
Yeah. You know what? He's just gonna counterspell
Why
that.
didn't you just pick it?
Does he have counterspell? Oh yeah, no regular counterspell. Okay.
Yeah. He's just gonna counterspell that.
Is he gonna roll?
It's a
Just
fifth level spell.
typing
Yeah, no, I know.
wrong.
D20.
Oh my god.
Knife reaction counterspell the counterspell?
Yes, you did just get your counterspell back.
Shut up. All right, go.
Are you
I'm gonna
counterspelling?
mute this for a second.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, his spell fizzles.
Go.
So yeah, so he is grabbed.
And then drag 30 feet towards Kojo.
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 30. Okay.
And that's my turn.
That was a
Alrighty.
very good turn.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Oh, actually, let me move a little bit away from everyone else so we're not quite so clustered.
Well, there's only the dragon and Sabantos over there. The other two people are not there.
Oh.
So you're not terribly together. Yeah. He's not there.
Yep.
They're
Mood,
there, not
Mood
there.
and Vigo aren't there. They're just there for vision.
Yep.
So at the end of your turn, because legendary actions are a thing. Yeah, I need. He did not like that. So I'm going to need, Logan, I'm going to need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
You're good, though. Yeah.
Yep, see you succeed. All right, that will bring us to mood stuff.
Okay. I'm just going to go bonk, go bonk.
And you're probably at advantage.
Oh, yeah, he's restrained, right?
It doesn't. Does it say that they're restrained? Yep, the creature is restrained until the end of your next turn.
So we'll go top and
But
bottom,
he's,
top, bottom, top, bottom.
I'll say he's suspended mid-air though. So would they be able to
They can
reach him?
fly.
Okay.
They can fly. And how high did you want to lift him off the ground?
Oh, I wasn't trying to lift off the ground.
Right.
Just
Okay.
the words.
Yes. So yeah, they're fine.
Uh,
But they also can fly. All right, so top and bottom, top and bottom.
Looks like everything hits.
Cool.
Because they have +4, right?
No, this is whatever number they have.
Okay, so there is one miss.
Okay. So damage.
Yep. -7. That one's the miss.
You're being helpful. Congrats.
-8.
His butt.
God, it'll also go bonk, bonk, but got advantage, bonk, bonk.
Both hits.
That's good. I don't think he needs to go anywhere. And he's already restrained, so he doesn't need to do that. It'd be a pain in the ass. So yeah, but he'll also go bonk, bonk.
What's that?
That's good. Oh, it's real good.
As who does this?
Bonk, bonk. Zabanto.
As Abanto
Like, I missed
lashes
both times last time. I'm gonna hit him this time.
as Abanto lashes out and hits this lich, it lets out this terrifying yell and scream as it begins to melt and like dissipate, collapsing into the ground. The hand and the eye fall out of its body and off of its body and just lay there on the ground as it melts into the floor and disappears.
Kojo's gotta take him and bring him to mood as he just picks him up and. Can I now put them in a box and then put them on a demi plane that no one can ever get to ever again ever?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have the eye and the hand of Fakina.
And the heart.
Before
of
you make
Fahina
them
now?
disappear forever, I've
Yes,
got a
you
fun
have
idea.
you have the heart of Fakina as well.
Mhm.
You also searching around this room, you find a 1,000 gold worth of gems.
Ooh.
We'll say a 500 gold diamond. The rest is just miscellaneous gems. A staff of swarming insects and a wind-up beholder after you identify them.
A wind-up beholder.
Yes, I have to.
Okay. Does that do anything? Is that a toy or is it a thing?
It's a thing.
Okay.
I will have to make the thing for you guys because I haven't done that yet. But so I wasn't sure if I was going to give it to you or not. But it's too fun to not.
Huzzah.
While they're searching, I'm gonna heal myself.
Okay.
Just so I can be not at 15 health.
You're no fun.
That was scary.
Welcome to Vigo's world.
Can you say the loot one more time?
I think he'll put them. He'll put it somewhere. But we got a staff of swarming insects. We got a wind-up beholder, which is something unique, and
A 500 gold piece diamond.
500 gold diamond, 500 gold of other assorted gem pieces,
So
and then the hand and the eye, if they
And the heart.
do things. We had the heart. Yeah, we've had the heart the whole time, but it doesn't do anything besides like make him stronger. But we don't know what the eye is thinking, but I assume our wizard can identify them. Heart of the Kina. Do these do anything?
They do.
Okay. So we could have a conversation
Before we
on
do
what we
anything
want to
with
do
the
with them.
fancy artifacts,
Well,
I have a jar of marvelous pigments, so I want to make forgeries of them, so we can use that as a misdirection if anybody comes looking for them later.
Very smart move.
I believe with that though, it just makes them out of whatever material you draw them on.
yeah. So like if they don't have, if they're not detecting magic and they don't identify them, then yeah, they'll be they'll look like
Right.
them. Yeah, they'll look like. But if you
Yeah,
do,
my intent is to look like them.
Yeah, that'd be
And
great.
then cast spells on them to make them detect as they're supposed to.
Yeah, the
You can do that kind of
Nistle's magic
Nistle's
aura.
magic aura, that's it. Yeah, no, that'll work. At least that'll it makes it a lot harder to
Yes.
to see that they're fake.
Why do I have a really bad image of Mood traveling around the different planes and cities selling copies of these three objects to every cult he comes across, and later years running back to the party going, hey, listen, I might have sold some fake demonic artifacts to these people. They might be trying to kill me. And some poor kid named McFly's going to go, Doc Brown, I don't understand. What do you mean?
I mean, he might give them away. Like Mood wants for very little. But yeah, no, he could definitely sew like, aha, here, tiny child, take this artifact.
You would sell it for the laughs alone.
Yeah.
Knowing some poor schmo is going to pluck out an eyeball, jam the fake in there, and then wonder why he couldn't do terrible things to his followers.
How big is this thing? Does it say? I can't. Did it say anything?
The wind-up beholder?
Yeah.
I don't think it says. Just we'll say stuffed animal size.
Okay, I was like, is this like life-sized beholder? Is it a okay? But it's like a, it's item sized.
Life-size beholder with the wind-up attachment filled with helium and a string.
Oh, so no, it is.
So we do have another problem we need to address, and it's, I'm assuming disintegrate is rules as written.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cute. Alright, the eye.
You should go to-
Oh, that's mean.
What's mean?
The heart of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see
It's-
the heart?
It's each
That
creature.
is the heart.
Yeah.
Could he have done those abilities even though we had the heart?
Yes.
Okay.
It would have been much worse if he actually had it in him.
Okay. So we just need the hand.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So are these inherently evil artifacts or just powerful?
Yes.
Do they have properties or no?
What do you mean? Like bonuses or anything?
Artifacts usually have the beneficial, negative
The-
thingamaboos.
These do not.
Okay.
So, in order to attune to the eye, you have to place it within an empty eye socket. In order to attune to the hand, you must sever your own hand and put this one on. And the heart must replace your own.
Do we know any, like, bringing him back? Because that's how he got brought back. You need to do a ritual to specifically get him back.
You're not sure.
Can we figure that out with legend lore-esque things?
I would ask Silas this question because he's, one of those I deal with dead creatures things. Do liches die like all the rest of the undead, or are they special in some weird way?
What type of check do you want to make for that?
Make a history check.
Would it be religion or history? Because of who he serves, Madame.
They're the same.
Okay, I was gonna say whatever you prefer out of the two. That was a
It's
good argument.
Silas.
Yeah, I'm gonna do religion though for the flavor.
Yep.
You asked that question out loud?
Well,
Yeah.
Vigo has spoken to Silas's goddess more than Silas has.
You've seen her more times.
Yes, I have.
Basically just asking if I could make a history check too.
I'll allow it. However, with the 14,
question
it's
says out loud.
you do know that liches usually have a phylactery or more that they use to reappear. Worst case scenario.
That's probably these things.
There are no phylacteries in this room. But you also know that, or you speculate that in the case of this one, usually with the 3 items being combined in some way, shape, or form, either on same person or multiple people, probably not a good idea.
So we should make sure that these things don't get together. There might be a phylactery, but I think this is kind of like the superpowers coming together to feel this one. Look at my new wizard companion. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, that seems likely.
So, do we even? Is there anything that people want to do with these that we could realistically have?
So, are they still completely immune to most damage?
Yes.
Okay. So can I now lock can I now lock them away where no one will ever see them again?
You can always try.
Okay.
I actually, as
Either
the
that, or we each take the sacrifice of equipping one.
Oh, I love that idea. I mean, no, why would you do that?
The heart's pretty bonkers.
okay, well, as the one professional in the group who can actually speak about people that don't want things brought back together again, a lot of times what they do is you separate them physically by great distances, and you give them to people like temple guards who are fanatical about guarding their temple, and they take custody of one item, and another item goes across the continent somewhere else to another group of fanatical temple guards, and you do it in secret, and it gets buried and hidden somewhere in some long forgotten vault, and no one knows how to get to the darn things, so you have to hire people like me to go and try to find them. But it takes a long, long time to do that. So you don't have to deal with this creature again for a long, long time, if that makes any sense.
So with that, I'm gonna look. Mood would look at himself and then look at Silas and be like, "If the retrieving party had, if we were say looking for these items, I don't think it would take us very long to get them, no matter how far away they were from each other. Wouldn't you agree?"
I actually absolutely agree.
Right?
We could probably attune to it and figure it out, but I do agree that we should maybe have one steal on this plane, and then you can take the other two to secret planes.
Well, I can put them. I can put them in a place gods can't get to.
If I remember correctly, they always found their way back to this plane.
Well, no, they wouldn't be able to leave that plane either. Like, it would shut off their power. It's a very niche, powerful ability I've found my grubby hands on.
I say we do that for two of them and keep one of them here,
Okay.
and the lock and key of the Citadel.
Okay. But if I put them away, we can't get them either. That's very important.
That's why I want to keep one of them.
Okay, which one do you want?
I think the heart
Do
is
you wanna-
probably.
Do you want to use it?
Not yet. I'm not that far gone. It would be nice, but I think we should wait and have it as a last ditch effort. But if we don't find anything better, maybe.
So there is a way that they could come back, but it's very specific. Is if you leave these things alone for long enough, if the Lich would come out of one of them, he could then dispel the magic I put on an area, and then he could leave. He wouldn't be able to get to the other one, but he could, like, appear as one of them. And then he could get out. Because he probably has Dispel Magic. If not, he could learn Dispel Magic, probably. Eat the magic or something. He's a Lich. Who knows what they can do.
Doesn't one of the items give you Dispel Magic?
None of the items give Dispel Magic. At least that's what we know.
I'd ask you to reread the descriptions.
They got Counterspell, which wouldn't work, and Corrupt Sight, which didn't do anything. Heart Explosion thingy doesn't give Dispel Magic.
Yeah, I was trying to line up real good for that. The one until he got telekinesis on him.
And hands.
Yes.
Hands. But if anyone wants any of these, then I think they'll be decently safe on any of us. It's just more of a like. Most of us only live so long. Do we really want him coming back after the fact?
That's a problem for later down the road.
Mhm.
I think, again, I just think having one here is a good idea, and then words. But if you feel safe that all three can go to these areas, he might have dispel magic if he comes back in 100 years. But even then, he's probably going to have other things to worry about than at that point. So,
Sure.
on the other, as a group, I think we should vote on it. But before we do that, I think we need to figure out a plan to, as I point towards Albaro,
Just a pile of dust on the ground.
I can't do anything with this.
I can't remember the dragon's spell list. Our old grandpa spell list. I didn't write it down. Does he have? Well, no. We need true res. He didn't have true res.
It's wish or true res.
Yeah. So we can either go on a weird side tangent. We either have to make him a body and then go find his soul and put it in that new body, or we can chance crippling our wizard buddy and making it so that we are much less defensible as a organization in all. Those are what I'm thinking just at the top of my head.
Is the armor still there? Because the magic armor would still be there.
Yeah.
Then I would say yes.
Yeah, we'll gather his things, and the assumption we're going to bring him back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we should. Do you mind if we go to a certain plane and I go talk to somebody? Begging, almost.
Well, we got to figure out where he went, right? So yeah, we could go talk to her.
So he does have resurrection.
Yeah, but we need
I
a
don't know.
body.
Right.
No, we need a body. A lot of things went out the window when he turned to dust.
I could not. I'm sorry. I could not pass up that opportunity.
No, who was it?
I disintegrated a barrel.
Yep.
Oh,
As a DM, when you get a chance to actually disintegrate a player, you do it. I'm sorry, you do.
brand
Go
new.
to a druid and do reincarnate.
We would have needed a part of his body before that happened. It's the fun
Does the
cut
ash
off your
not count as a part of the
No.
body?
No. You need to do the fun. If someone's got reincarnate, everyone cut off their pinky toe and give it to that person, so that if you get disintegrated, you can use the pinky toe to reincarnate yourself.
You saying you don't even have any of this person's hair or something on any of their stuff?
They're
at places
brand new.
where
They
you've
just
camped
joined
before?
the party.
Mm-hmm. We didn't take any of that prep, but mostly because I don't think anyone has reincarnate that we have access to regularly. Yep.
I could cast resurrection.
Yep, you could, but we still need a body.
Yep.
Or part of a body. The higher you go, the less of the body you need.
Yeah, that's I had to look up disintegration to see that.
Yep. It's basically the I don't want this one coming back spell. Up here.
Could the person that cursed him bring him back?
That's
Probably
the lich
not.
you just destroyed, I bet.
Yep.
No. No, the one that cursed him that he's been jumping from place to place.
Oh, his soul might be in a weird place.
That's why we're first going to.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. First is figure out where the soul is, and maybe it is with the person who
Fuck.
cursed him, and then we go beg for the soul back from that person who cursed him. And we can try. We don't know who cursed him though.
We don't know if the curse has anything to do with keeping the soul. We don't know that. But the soul might also plane shift. So wherever he went, he might not be there because he might have got pushed somewhere completely random. So in turn, we have to go ask maybe the person that's in charge of what happens when a soul dies. We kind of gotta go ask them. As I look at Silas.
Yep. We're gonna go. You guys want to meet the? You guys ready to meet the person I worship?
I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
As I look towards Mel and our and our new companion, do you want to meet death?
Sure.
Which death?
It's Madame. It's a fey death goddess.
You want to ask to see if she's free?
We can do that. Should we go back to our citadel first?
We can.
I think that's so we can regroup first and not do it here among dead things.
Yeah. If you guys come out, we can go back to our home base and actually look at the other set of treasure we got that we never got spelled out for.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm holding that none of that would have helped in any of these situations.
Yes, Mel, the one shot is technically done. All right, so let's do the treasure real quick. Someone roll a D100 for me. I had loot picked out, but now I'm going to let you guys pick it. 93, okay. All right, roll 2d4 for me, please. All right, so this is from the horde from that dragon. 1,000 gold worth of our objects.
Okay.
All right, 84.
Dragon?
Yep.
Yeah, the purple dragon?
Yes.
The purple?
The one you guys gave a contract to the devil. Someone roll a D4 for me, please.
Oh, Vigo wasn't there for that fight. That's something Vigo missed, because Vigo technically missed 3 weeks. We didn't tell him about what happened.
Sam, shut up.
So we confronted we talked to the devil. He told us how the contracts would be based out, which was very much in our favor. We engaged the purple dragon rider, not knowing it was the purple dragon. Like, we were scouting out the city. The mayor ended up being the purple dragon rider. We engaged the purple dragon rider with our 2 new allies, one of which is now Dust. And we got into... Yeah. And then we engaged. The plan worked successfully. They stabbed... getting stabbed, signing the contract, made it go poof. And then, much to Mood's sadness, the forces that will, the the dagger broke. So we no longer have that as an option to fall back on.
Yeah, no.
Will.
heeding my warnings to the DM when we first got that item of this is bonkers. That item is bonkers.
All right, so those are the 4 items that you get from the Dragon's Hoard.
Okay.
Nice items.
Good rolls.
Those are good.
Oh.
Good job, Silas. Good roll.
Yeah.
That first one.
Yeah. I thought that. I was like, son of a bitch.
Okay. Mood would like that first one.
That's the wrong channel.
Yeah, Mood would like that first one. And that would have outstandingly helped in this fight.
Fine. You're fine.
That item is dangerous for people that aren't Mood. Yeah, and I think our wizard would be okay.
Oh, I lose internet again.
Well, I guess the first question is the description states, while wearing the amulet, you name a location you are familiar with on another plane of existence. If you've never been to another plane of existence, how are you familiar with anywhere? So
Right.
How do you know what to name? So, I mean, as far as I can tell, it looks like it's a safer way to travel than with Vance.
When Vance snaps and kills you, Vigo, I don't want to hear it.
Is it that DC 15 intelligence check is not nothing?
Oh, it's not. No, but I'm just saying. But
Mood would like that item, especially since his dagger broke and he's sad, or they're sad.
Now it says another plane of existence.
Yeah, that's where we've been going.
It also doesn't
everywhere,
say how
all the
often
time.
you can use this thing.
Yeah, that is very astute. It's very astute. You can also see the lack of saving throws anywhere on this item.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it the most dangerous. This is not a traveling item. This is a weapon. This is a scatter grenade. Because you want to fail that check, and everything within 15 feet of you want to throw across everywhere.
Well, it still casts a plane shift spell, so the creature still has a save.
If it's not
one, yes, it says
no. If you succeed, you cast plane shift. If you fail, there's no spell cast. You just travel somewhere random.
Oh shit!
That is why this amulet is dangerous. Succeeding is actually like using it as a weapon. Succeeding is what you don't want to do.
Right.
No, this is if you fail, it's a scatter grenade. I had another character with this one, so it also had plane shifting abilities, because I was just like, oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun. You could just walk in and it just goes, and we are now all somewhere completely random.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. So for anyone that can't travel the planes very easily, this is a very dangerous item.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the least appetizing thing is that staff of thunder and lightning. I'm just trying to figure out who would use it.
It's very, very frightening me.
I think the Manual of Body and Health, we should save that for
one of our tanks?
Yes.
Probably the one we're about to res.
Yep. The Stone
Yep.
of Agility should go to.
Either Mel or what does Stone of Agility actually do? Let's see.
Gives you a +2
Is there a
to your
maximum?
Dex.
Is there a maximum?
Maximum of
plus
20.
Max 20.
Maximum of 20. Do either of our dexterity users not have a 20?
Mel's is already 20.
Vigo, is yours 20?
My what's 20?
Your dexterity.
Vigo's an 18.
Oh, give it to Vigo. That's a really good item for Vigo then.
Yeah. And then,
I
of
have
course,
to attune to the stone, so I gotta start thinking what else, because I've got the blink dagger is one item. The wings are not attuned. Is that correct?
The pixie
have
wings?
a-
No, they're not. I don't believe so. No, it does, they do require attunement. You have it written down.
All right. So if the wings are one item that's attuned, the blink dagger is the second item that's attuned.
What's your
And
third?
I'm looking. Give me a second. I don't know. I might only have two, so I might be able to take it. Oh, it's my lucky thieves tools from Vance. They require attunement. I'm kidding.
I'll say I don't think they do.
They don't. They don't. Let's see. Studded leather, goggles of night don't require attunement. Crown Royal bag of holding does not require attunement. Mayor's bag of holding does not require attunement. So no, yeah. So Vigo can take the stone, and that'll give him a
Solid.
20 dex.
Yeah.
Ow.
And yet, no, I still can't beat Silas's passive.
Ow. Ow. It's not funny.
It's hilarious.
It's
Because I
not
had a feeling
funny.
you were lurking there, so I was like, I'm gonna go. Do
I
the
was
scary
so
thing.
nice. I just did a little hello there. Purposely didn't try and that like I have the stream turned down, man. I don't know how loud she has that. You're so mean.
and so, and of course, Moon has the amulet of planes because you get reasons.
No one, none of us are crazy enough to take it.
Yeah.
The staff might be good for our tank that we're gonna go resurrect.
You have two staffs.
Yes. Insects can only be attuned
lightning
by
staff
one of
looks
the
really
magic
cool.
users. Yeah, it's up in the air for any of the magic users that want the staff.
Vigo
Storming
can take the
insects.
staff.
Yeah, you could take this. That actually might be a good. Do you want to swap out another?
No, because
attuned
I'd have
item?
to give up the wings, and I'm not giving up the wings.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Or the blink dagger, I'm not giving up either one of those. So no.
You
Oh,
don't
wait,
have
Vigo
to have the
can
wings
take it.
on all the time.
But they require attunement. So
Yep. Is our new wizard fully attuned up?
I don't know if he's coming back. He took the baby
Okay.
because she was being a pain in the ass.
I'm still listening. I'm still here.
Oh,
Are you
still
are you
listening.
fully attuned up?
From the game that I imported this from, yes. But stabs are always fun.
I'm not fully attuned up either.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I don't think I'm attuned to anything right now.
Your bow is most definitely attunement.
Oh, is it? Okay.
If it's not, that's an oversight on my part. Yeah, your cape is not.
I also have.
Yeah, your boat is attunement.
Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I just wanted to look at the information.
Cloak of Elven Kind, is that attunement?
No, I don't think so.
I even have it on. I have a cape on right now.
I'll say the Cape of the
Cape
Mountebank
and-
is
cape and a
not attunement. You can have both. Yeah, the Cloak of Elven Kind is attunement. So you have 2 attunement slots that I know of.
Oh.
So don't forget you have the Cloak of Elven Kind. That's
Helps with hiding.
yeah, it helps with hiding. Your stealth and from being seen. And you have the earworm too.
I don't
She
have it attuned
Yeah,
Oh, you
to
don't
me.
have that attuned yet?
yet?
Oh, okay.
No.
Forgot about the earworm.
Vigo apparently
I don't have
has
the cloak on my
a
list.
broom of
to add that.
flying along with the pixie wings. So I can give up the broom of flying if somebody needs movement.
Yes.
Move is that again?
You might as well bring her back in here, Logan.
Yeah, if we have a broom of flying that we bought that someone can use to fly.
It might be helpful for our tank later.
Yeah, it's probably faster than what he can do.
Let's
So,
Flying is amazing. It's one of my favorite low-level magic items.
so we can also give that to him.
What you fail to realize though is you don't have a tank. You have a pile of dust.
we have magic armor. I'm holding.
Brand new player too. Rude.
So I think we were kind of set on. Let's just have the 2 staffs not attuned, and everybody else takes something. And let's.
So, well, we have a lot.
Yeah.
We have a lot. We have the 2 staffs. I don't know if anyone wants the swarming insects. If anyone wants it, I think it'd be you or our wizard, because I don't want it. I have a amulet of protection I can throw in the pot if anyone wants that. Because I had to give that up to attune to the planes. The Staff of Thunder and Lightning probably can go to our paladin. And then we still have the fake items. Does anybody want any of those?
I kind of want the heart, but not now. Like I said, it would be like the last. Like we're about to go, knock on.
Well, so
Vigo votes to separate the 3 items and have them protected and hidden away in vaults by 3 different organizations that none of them know where the others are. So if we're the only 5 or 6 that know where all 3 of them are, then there's no record of where they ever went except us. And in fact, we could even say, here, you get this item, you take it someplace, and don't ever tell anybody else.
I don't trust organizations to be long enough lived for these type of items. Organizations die, what's the longest organization you could think of? 1,000 years? That's not terribly long.
That's Vigo's vote.
To counter to that,
Mm-hmm.
I go with the get 2 of these off the plane, and we give the 3rd one to the Citadel and have them have it for safekeeping.
Citadel?
I don't know why I keep calling the Citadel our
The capital.
the capital.
Okay.
Pretty much, we give it to our own organization, and we let Vance set up something for that one item to keep it safe for now.
I mean, I'm kind of working with him to. My plan was working with him to get the other two protected. I mean, if he has a better idea, I'm down to go with whatever he has. But like that was, it's a combination between him using a spell and me using a spell. That'll hopefully keep it sealed and trapped forever.
But what if Vance gets tempted by the power that these things promise him, and one day we come back and find a hand, an eyeball, and a no longer beating Vance?
What do you have against Vance?
The new
the solution
that we have to go out and slay.
The solution I have, we wouldn't be able to get back to him even if we wanted to. So the thing that I'm suggesting, Vance couldn't go get the item even if he wanted to. Probably.
And honestly, if Vance wanted us dead, we'd be dead. He would just threaten to teleport us to a different location.
Poor Vance.
Vance attempted to murder the entire party the first time we met him. And that whole thing about, oh, go be my friend, it's a fun little test, ha ha ha.
I got turned to a tree, if I remember correctly.
Yes, you did. You got replaced by a doppelganger.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was like one of the first things you guys did.
Yes, so Vance is 0 for 2 off the bat in the first weekend. You know. Well, this is my friend. It was a wonderful test. Ha ha ha. You were never in danger. Ha ha
ha. You're only in danger from your own bad teleport rolls.
Vance is the one casting the spell.
All I'm saying is I'm looking into Vance is the best channel, and I do have a message from Chris that says Mood is worse than Vance. Just saying.
Oh no, that's true. Mood is worse than Vance. Mood sunk below Vance, but Vance is still #1 on Vigo's hit list.
I don't want to see your hit list.
I do.
No, you don't.
I'm probably top of that behind Vance. DM for killing me twice.
Has my weird necklace done anything?
DM, Vance, same difference.
What weird necklace?
It's under weird necklace in the item channel.
Oh, I forgot about the weird necklace.
Has my weird necklace done anything?
Not really, no.
Okay.
You haven't been... Yeah.
Okay. So what do we want to do with these items? I don't think I don't trust giving them to another organization. I feel like they're just gonna get lost. People forget.
These might be strong enough magical artifacts that gods would actually care.
The thing we're doing foils a lot of God's attempts.
Should we ask a god?
I mean, we can see. Maybe the person we're going to go ask has a better idea of what to do with them. Maybe she could just blow them up because they kind of are an affront to her. She might be able to break them.
I'm gonna go, and
I'm going to break them.
I'm gonna go commune, and I have
to show you the way. I've been there twice already.
I'm gonna go commune and see if she would be interested in having these items brought to her.
and ask her to make sure that we can
Drop by.
drop by, because we need to have you need to have a lengthy conversation with her to figure out where this guy's soul is. Something a little bit more than yes or no questions
Yep.
would be probably useful.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an organization that'll last for a while, gods are a fairly safe bet.
I mean, she might be able to destroy them. Then we wouldn't even have to worry about it.
True.
Can't, since I casted it tonight, I would rather take a long rest to make sure I get 100% correct answers.
Well, you're just asking. You're basically just giving her a heads up to be like, "Hey, can we show up at your doorstep?"
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go commune.
Yeah, it's less of the getting info from her, more of a, "Hi, can we come over?"
Okay. Ritual cast and commune.
Okay.
My first question.
You up?
Can you make yourself available for a lengthy conversation over one of our party members' soul location?
You get back the yes.
Okay. Also, the second question, do you want us to bring the Vecna, or not Vecna, but Fekna items? Fekna items?
Fake Vecna.
Vecna.
Yeah.
Fake Vecna. Yep, that's exactly it.
Yep. Items with us when we come visit.
Undecisive.
Undecisive.
You can take it or leave it as doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm not gonna waste their time. We're good with those two questions. I come back downstairs.
As
tell
you
Newt-
finish your ritual cast, you feel a weird sensation in your gut as you disappear. And you reappear with Madame standing in front of you in all her glory.
You didn't ask if Vega was her favorite?
Nope. We're gonna have a communication real quick.
And she says to you,
So,
"What do you need, my
Oh.
child?"
so we have came across a lich, and we were able to dispose of them. In the process, Alburo, our newest paladin, has an oath of vengeance against Aiden, if I remember correctly. Got disintegrated. And so we're looking to see where his soul is currently, and then we're going to try to force the soul back into the magical armor that we were able to scrounge up.
Okay.
Where is this armor now?
Probably with Mood and the rest of the party.
See her contemplate for a minute. She opens up like her cloak, and you see there's just these glowing orbs just all floating around her body, and just like almost like a small mini tornado around her. And she plucks one and puts it in a jar and hands it to you.
All right. Thank you, and
There is no guarantee he will come back, but it's worth a shot.
we appreciate even having the chance. I know this is a huge inconvenience, but I think this is good for the natural order of things long term.
Don't worry, you can always pay me back. Now, about your lich problem. Where are the items that you spoke of?
Also with Mood in the party.
Keep them safe. I do not believe my nephew's plan will work, but it's worth a shot.
Okay. Thank you very much, and I understand.
Farewell, and thank you, as always. As you feel that strange feeling in your gut, and you disappear again and reappear in your room.
So I come down smelling like funeral roses, and I hold up the jar. I got the soul.
Okay.
I've
Can't
got
you
jar
blow?
of
Can't you
souls.
blow up the items?
She's not interested in them. We are told to keep them safe.
She
and
doesn't. She doesn't care about it. Lich ignoring the natural order of death and life and everything like that.
probably
Tilt my head.
a pawn somewhere down the line. Plans bigger than us. And I think we should go with Vigo's plan now. To be honest, she does not have good faith in Mood's plan.
Wonder why. Do you know why?
It's probably
You know why?
shifty things. Probably something beyond my pay grade. I am happy to have a soul as I jiggle this jar about.
You're treating the soul like a firefly you caught in the field last night?
I absolutely am.
So now we just need a body.
I can get that.
Can you get that?
I mean,
Vigo points at the shovel that Silas carries around with him.
Do you want that? Oh, you want
Did
it?
you really just ask
Okay.
a question of him, Mood?
This is different. Not quite what I was expecting. Well, I mean, like, did she give you any instruction on what to do?
I have an understanding of how the soul works to some extent. We put it in the body. So I'm just
Right.
going to open the jar up and shove it down the throat.
What throat?
I go back to the shovel.
Isn't that just death?
Well, I'm sure there is unless you want to make a construct of some sort.
I thought that might be a little more effective.
We have
Or we
parts
could-
of it. Parts of him. The armor.
Is the armor part of him, or is it just an item?
It's a magical set of armor. We have a soul. Let's see what happens when we put both these things together.
He might become a cool robot, so I can't say that that's not a cool idea.
I think the best idea would be to draw the right arcane symbols on the inside of the armor and perform a ritual when you attach the soul to it. It might cost you an arm and a leg, though.
Can I?
You mean
I'm
as
gonna
opposed to,
I'm gonna
hand
leave
and eye?
these. You don't need my help for any of this, yeah?
I mean, between the two of us, looking at the new wizard friend. Sorry, I forget the character name.
Risk.
Frisk.
Risk. Frask. We can probably figure out something. I agree with the arcane symbols, and we have the soul, and I can cast resurrection as well.
I will let you ramshackle this together. I'm gonna go.
And on the plus side, I'm an illusionist, so I can make it at least look like it worked.
Solid.
Albert, you might as well just reroll a new character now. This isn't going to end well.
Seriously, I am intrigued right now. That's for sure.
Okay, hold on. So Vigo has a few things he'll offer up if it helps. I've got a short sword +1. If you need some kind of arcane power source, maybe you could drain that. I have a potion of supreme healing, if that might do something because you're trying to heal something. I don't know. I'm offering things up here. And I have a minty elixir of frost breath, if that would somehow go into making this, a better construct. I would offer all those up.
And we have a
Unless you could
heart.
work that in.
Oh.
Well, maybe.
What?
We have a heart.
Oh.
Mood is gonna vanish. So Mood's gonna do two things. He's gonna go to whatever plane his auntie's on. 'Cause he's a little.
My God.
He's unsatisfied with that interaction. From the description that Silas gave.
It would be cool to come back as Warforged. That'd be kind of sick.
I've also got a potion of remove curse, if that would help in some way. And I'll even toss in a lock of trickery, if you need another arcane thing to make a mechanical being work better.
If I describe a really cool way of combining some of these items to make a Warforged, can I make the standard resurrection?
Oh, could you throw in the staff of thunder and lightning somehow?
Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's
Rule
just an
of
idea.
cool.
That's solid.
Rule of cool.
I have never denied rule of cool, and you know this.
stick that thing in my core, dude.
It's
what will power the armor.
we have the staff. It's going to go in, like we have his magical armor, right? And it's a part of his essence. We have his soul. We have gone and retrieved. We have the staff, which again is going to power the entire thing. We have that heart that I'm going to pour the potion of remove curse on it to give him that beating heart that can still power the thing with the lightning as well.
Mood did vanish with the heart.
Okay.
He's vanished with all three of those items.
Well, we don't have the heart then. But yeah, the mechanics is the lock would hold the soul in place. The staff of lightning would be the power of the equipment. The soul is the soul, and the magical armor would be the body plus a connection to the soul. And so then we have then I use resurrection. We have more than enough money that we've gotten from the last few items. We have 1,000 gold pieces of art objects I can probably exchange for a diamond somewhere. We have all the pieces.
Oh, so you just got a 500 gold diamond as well.
Yeah, we have a diamond.
Well, that's that would only be for.
Oh, that's right, the lower one.
Raised Dead. Where I'm going with Resurrection now,
right,
because it's a 7th level spell.
Okay.
And I would have to just do it the next day.
Strongest thing you got.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are doing all this preparation in hopes of tomorrow being able to res up Arrow.
Yes.
In some way, shape, or form.
What about the minty elixir of frost breath?
Throwing everything into the pot. Hopefully it works.
Something will stick, right?
It works better than Clarence. We'll call that a victory.
I think using the heart's a good idea. Mood, get your butt back here.
He's gotten met with his aunt somewhere.
Hopefully.
So this is just a cosmetic addition to it, but I could also use my collection of forgery paints and marvelous pigment to make the armor resemble the former physical body. So the soul would have a body that it still recognized and looked the same.
That might be a really good base.
I agree.
That might be a really good base. Because your pigments, it depends on what you draw it on, it makes it that, right? Oh, we can actually make this
the
work.
pigments are paint,
Right,
and you
then
just draw in the air, and it makes
Yep.
it whatever it is you're trying to make it, as long as it's not magical.
right. So you could just paint his body and get his body because it's not worth. It doesn't break that gold limit problem.
Right.
So you could actually make his body. So this.
True. I could actually make a body.
And then we put the armor around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid.
Okay. I do that then.
All right.
Straight up Frankenstein, take my time and slowly paint a full-size body.
Okay. We'll say you do that overnight as you're getting ready for this
Yeah.
in the morning.
That's gonna take a while.
Mood. You plane shift out of there to go visit your aunt.
Yep.
And as you appear on the plane where your aunt is located, you're right outside a nice small little cottage, which you know to be hers.
Perfect. I'll knock.
Yep. Before you even get to knock, the door opens up and you walk inside. And of course, it's TARDIS effect. It's much bigger on the inside. You see your aunt at a table with some tea ready for you and says, "Hello, nephew. I was wondering when you would come visit me.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?"
I'm a little confused as I put the heart and the eye and the hand on the table and be like, how are these not utterly disgusting to you that you don't want them destroyed?
They are utterly disgusting to me, but they can't be destroyed, and that's the problem.
Why?
They are much too powerful, even beyond my measure.
What made these that you can't inflict upon them?
Merkel made them.
Okay.
And as while I am death incarnate, he is the god of death, so he has a little bit more power than me, unfortunately.
So if we ramp you up a little bit, you can break them?
I can always try.
Okay. I mean, I think we only need to break one of them. It seemed like you need a whole two of them. One of them. Did you blow up one of them?
Someone can bring back Fakina with just one of them.
Just one of them. I mean, he wasn't terribly scary with just two of them. So I'm not terribly worried.
Also depends on the wielder.
That's also true.
For example, if you were to use them, it would be very bad.
Yeah, that's most things happen with that. Yes. Let's ramp you up a little bit then, because you only need a tiny push, right? Then you'd probably be able to break one.
Potentially, I'm getting there.
Okay. Can I give you a tiny push? Will that be enough?
I'll get there in my own time, nephew. It'll be okay. For now,
can you hold on to them?
If that's what you wish, I can hold on to them for you. I can keep them safe.
Why don't you take these two, and I push the hand and the eye, and then we'll watch this one just in case having them all in one plane of existence is a bad idea.
That's fair. And she'll wave her hand over the two that you hand her, and they disappear.
Solid. Would have putting the soul just in armor have done anything? That seems a little madhouse.
I mean, I thought he was going to try and combine it with the dust.
Yeah,
because that was your friend's body originally. But you know what? I am all for seeing where this goes.
Yeah, okay. Solid.
And
all right.
And he needs to be willing to go back as well. He may decide that he wishes to stay with me. We don't know.
That's very true. Yeah, okay. Was his soul trying to plane shift away?
Yes, but I was able to keep it with me. So
Solid. Okay.
he has an interesting curse upon him.
Yeah, it's definitely unusual. Okay. Well, that's all right. Thank you for your time. I'll be sure to visit more often.
I'd appreciate that. Oh, and do me a favor. Don't tell your friends what to do properly. I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them. I'll let them. I'll see if they make a robot.
It would only be
No.
the second one in your plane of existence.
Oh, that's intriguing. And then I will vanish.
All right.
I'll pop back to them.
I was gonna say it was the first, but I forgot Clarence exists. Alrighty. You guys go to bed for the evening. Prep to bring back your friend Albero in the morning.
Yep.
Wake up feeling well rested, and you start to.
I did want to also state that I'm using the dust of the former body as part of the paint.
Even better. I'm excited.
It makes
for this.
sense to reincorporate body parts.
Yeah.
I was chasing a toddler.
What? No. But all right. So you guys prep to begin your ritual in the morning.
Are we gonna use the heart?
I'll let Moo decide that one.
No.
I am being told no, we are not.
That would be like terrible idea.
I think it's because we would almost accidentally resurrect Fake Null.
Well, I feel like if we did this, his soul's gonna get connected to the heart, and then it's gonna be like Jekyll and Hyde-esque. Do we really want to put that on our friend?
Yes.
I mean, we can. It's kind of a mean thing to do.
That was the DM saying that,
From
just so you guys know.
another campaign we were in.
I mean, it's a little bit
Could have
mean to
someone
be
prepare
like,
speak with dead, right?
yes, but that also needs a body.
Oh, the ashes wouldn't let you speak with the soul? That's
No,
right, because there's no mouth.
you need a you need a mouth. We tried that with
Fine.
bones. I think we tried that with bones. It didn't work.
Wait, once I've painted a body, wouldn't it work?
It's a very gray area.
There's no
It's a
harm
very
in
gray
trying,
area.
because we're trying to connect the soul to the body. And once we have the body with the dust painted, it might work.
You're a 14th level illusion wizard, aren't you?
It's
You could do something else that's also a very gray area. That might be even more chaotic. You could make an illusion of the body, and then I have a feeling you have the ability to make any object, which a dead body is, real for a little bit amount of time, don't you?
I mean this.
But that has a limited effect, which then the soul would be an illusion body.
Yeah, you bring
So,
it for a minute.
Do we think he wants to be a robot or a living illusion?
He might not have a choice.
So
You guys can try and make it lean one way or the other, but ultimately he may not have a choice in this.
That's true. Let's see. Let's see. What do we want to do? I feel like we should just try to give him a body. It's kind of
I mean, I
mean to
said
do
we won't
anything
like
else.
painting a body, so.
Yeah, it's kind of mean to do anything else.
Okay. What is the weather outside?
Frightful.
Whatever you want it to be.
There's only one right answer at this point if we're going the route we are.
Thunder and
Kojo will make it storming.
lightning.
Kojo will make it storming.
A massive thunderstorm begins to
Live
roll
my
in.
creation. Live.
As you begin to start the ritual, you have the painted body with the armor on it. You lay your crystal on the chest. You put the jar with the soul in it inside the armor as well. You begin to cast your resurrection ritual.
You stick the staff inside.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Okay, you got the staff inside. Is what else are you putting in? The potion you said?
We're not using the potion anymore because that was if we're going to use the heart. So we're not using the heart.
Okay,
What about the minty breath? The minty frost breath.
that's the one I was
we're
talking
gonna-
about.
Yes, we are going to include that.
If nothing else, he could smoke as a cool optical effect.
All
that'd
right,
be scary as
so-
hell.
Here we go.
So you have the minty breath potion, the staff of thunder and lightning.
Yes.
There was a potion of supreme healing, also. The lock of trickery.
The lock of trickery, yes, as well to lock the soul in.
Okay. Anything else you guys are adding into this?
I offered up a +1 short sword. I don't know if that's worth anything.
Oh, what short sword? I'm sorry.
I had an extra +1 short sword for Vigo. He offered that up.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Throw it in there if you're throwing it in.
So
Let's
is there
give 'em the-
anything I'm missing? that you
Mood
are-
will put
Why
in
is
the
Vigo the one donating things? Nobody else has got
Mo-
something in inventory. They're
Mood will put in
dragging
the
around for a while.
+1
Looking.
amulet of protection for like a chest piece to give it to try to solidify how explosive this is probably going to be.
All right. Is there anything else you guys are throwing into this Frankenstein creation?
No.
I think
Alright.
we got it.
All right.
Wait,
Logan, are you-
Mel
oh,
said.
go ahead.
I said I was looking.
Okay. While you look, Logan, are you doing your shadow magic too? Your illusionary reality?
He doesn't need to for the body. We have a
Okay.
body. Yeah, he doesn't need to for the
Yeah,
body.
we
Ooh,
already have a body.
What can I? What about the earworm?
Are you throwing that in?
I would not throw that in. That's
Why
But then it would.
because it's its own sentience. We don't want to give him a roommate against his will. That's why we didn't put the heart in.
What book?
It's like we don't want to we're building him a house, but we don't want to give him a roommate that he has no choice to live with or not. At least that's my thinking.
Fine.
It's too bad you guys don't have the finger mail.
We do not.
Right. You're not putting the earworm in?
Guess not.
I was for it, Mel. I was on your side on this one.
It wasn't a
you.
bad idea.
I like the concept.
I don't even remember where I stole the earworm from.
Here, I've got it. I'll.
Star Trek.
No, it's in
Voyage
one of
Home.
my magic item book things.
Here, I popped it in the
They
thing.
stole it from Star Trek: The Voyage Home.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, we're already past this, but just to ask the question. Could I have used fabricate with the pile of ashes to remake the body?
Not technically, no.
Do you have are you proficient in medical training?
Could have made a charcoal briquette out of it.
Because that is important. Are you proficient in medical training?
Probably not that sufficiently.
So how badly does this go now?
He wouldn't have to be
Alright.
attuned to it, though, right? If it was part of his body.
So, Silas, I need you to roll a D100 for me, please.
I'm on high number. Woo!
Oh, did we want to try and talk to the soul first?
We can't. Oh.
As you
Yeah.
go to cast your spell, and the arcane energy and the holy energy around you begins to suffuse into this, for lack of a better term, Frankenstein monster you guys have on the ground to try and bring Albero back from the dead. Lightning crashes outside, the thunder's rolling. Hope I don't want you to go away. The soul, the jar that the soul is in, shatters, and you see the body begin to glow and permeate, and a body begins to form inside the suit of armor around what I can't. How do you pronounce your name?
Frisk.
Frask. As the body begins to form around the outline that Frask had made, and you think that this is going to work. Then the armor begins to grow up and over the body.
Mood have a way of helping with the rolls.
Don't worry about the rolls. As the armor begins to grow and expand over the body, as Albero opens his now mechanical eyes. Albero is the second Warforged in existence.
I gotta change my race now.
So
It's alive.
yes.
It's alive.
So Albero, some things are going to change. You are now a Warforged.
Yep.
Keep all of your human stats, but in addition, you now have the
Okay.
Warforged abilities. You gain a +2 to your Constitution.
Okay.
The Staff of Thunder and Lightning is now a part of you. You have a +1 to all melee attack rolls due to the short sword.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Once per long rest, you can use can you link that potion that you put in?
Minty breath.
Well,
Yes.
I'm like,
I
I
did
need to
earlier,
write
yeah.
all this down so I can add it to my character sheet. So
It's already up there.
+2 to con.
Yep.
+2 to con. What was the other thing? +1 to all attack and damage, or just attack?
Attack and damage.
Attack and damage.
So once per long rest, you can do what that Minty Elixir Frost Breath does.
1 of the frost breath per long rest. Okay. Long rest.
You
And
get
I have the staff inside me.
Yep. So you can the staff is a part of you now, and then you have the Warforged abilities as well.
The Warforged.
So if your movement was above a 30, it's now a 30.
Okay. And then the staff, I'm guessing that's permanently attuned to me.
Yes, it doesn't take up an attunement slot though.
Okay.
It is now a part of your body.
And now I am warped.
There was literally
And
a
then-
5% chance of this happening.
Yay.
Oh my god, that is awesome. So, I'm just from Eberron, right? I get those as the Warforged, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We did it. We didn't
You
have to
had
take
to
20
Roll really
sessions.
low. to do
Yeah.
it?
So you had if you rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this was going to
You
happen.
did it.
And you rolled a
Oh my
3.
god.
Oh
Oh
You
my
did
goodness.
it, Silas. Good job.
What would you have done
Eight
on
is
a failure?
30.
We don't talk about that now. We just won.
Well, the thing is, the DC was a 10 because he has not died yet. Okay? I subtracted 1 from the DC for every item you guys added into it.
Yeah.
So, and you have a +1 to your AC. I forgot about the amulet of protection.
We could have
Oh, yeah.
added the earworm, and Silas still would have made the roll.
So,
Yeah, but then he might have gotten something really bad.
So,
Holy
so the
smokes.
DC for him to res was a 3. I had to roll a 3 or higher on my hidden D20 for him to come back. I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's the DC.
So the DC to bring back somebody who's dead starts at a 10. Gets +1 for every time they've died. So Vigo is at a 12 now currently. But when we do an actual ritual, this is different. When we do an actual ritual to resurrect somebody, it will 3 people will do a check, and it'll either raise or lower the DC based off their success or failure.
stuff in. So I was gonna say it's funny because I was gonna say when he comes back to life he goes, but he doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't breathe.
So funny thing, I got your soul from the god of death. Well, one of the traditional god of death. The actual, like, it's complicated. So you are now in the armor with magical dust in you that was your body. How does it feel?
Uh, I don't feel anything.
Hmm.
It's like kind of like feeling for his face, but it's just armor. He's just like, oh God, what happened to me in there?
You became dust is the best way to put it. Also, your soul still wants to plane shift, which is really weird, apparently.
Yes.
So, we're going to work on some things, and we have a book for you to read as well, if we think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. Yeah, give him the book.
Yeah, so eventually you'll have a +4 to your kind just from this event.
Whoa. Well, I thank you indeed. It's going to take my mind a little bit to grasp this. And it's like, can he
Not to
like
make
reach
matters-
inside his helmet to where his mouth used to be? Or is it just permanently
You
stuck
still have
on
a
there?
body underneath the armor.
No, there's,
think
there's
that-
no body.
Yeah, I think the armor ate the body.
Oh, the armor ate the body.
The armor
Yeah,
ate the
he's just
body.
a
Yes.
straight up machine now. Oh, well, yes, I'm definitely going to need some. Well, there's no breathing, so he's just. I guess that's just a habit.
You do owe us some payment, and that's
Well-
going to be you have to kill Aiden.
Well, that was already payment that I was willing to give.
Exactly. There we go.
You're lucky he's a vengeance paladin because you probably do just about anything to come back to do what he needed to do. Well,
Looking at him now,
Mm-hmm.
he's also ageless now, isn't he?
Yes, yes, he is.
Yes, he is. That's a trigger.
oh my god, that was crazy. Sorry, I'm also just trying to get all this like typed in.
I don't think we this is probably the most on the cuff thing we could have done.
That was insane. Oh god.
What would have happened if we put the earworm within too?
Who knows?
Okay, so question for you. Do you like the look of being a walking suit of armor, or do you want to look like how you used to, or something else?
We need some time to figure that out.
Yes,
As
I
an
definitely
illusionist,
would need some.
I can make you
time
look
to
like
think.
whatever you want.
And
Can you
and
do
I
it
do
permanently?
appreciate that. Let me think about that for a little bit. It's something that I haven't quite figured out. Of course, this is quite confusing. This is more confusing than the plane shifting, honestly. Yes. Yes. If you all could just give me a moment to gather myself, it would be much appreciated. Where are we anyway?
You're currently at your guys' room within the capital. I just haven't moved
Okay.
the map.
Okay. I can come meet you downstairs in a while. I just need to think for a little bit, if you don't mind.
Oh, sounds like our new friend here needs a moment alone. So why don't we all adjourn downstairs, and he can come join us in shortly.
And now we have a backup plan for if anybody else becomes dust.
Oh my god.
On the way out the door, Vigo will use fast hands and place a bottle of oil on the table in the room as he's walking out. It's actually hair oil to maintain the wigs, but Vigo's never used the damn disguise wig anyway, so he goes, well, in case he rusts in the rain, and sets it up there and then walks out.
Better plan is to have a lock of hair somewhere, and you can be resurrected.
I don't think he has hair.
I don't have any hair.
I think he has hair.
Some sort of a body part.
How about a rivet? Could you take a rivet off
We
him?
all cut our pinky toes off and have somebody carry them around.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next plan, huh?
Have Vigo put him in his bag of holding. That's what one of the bag of holdings is, just for our pieces of our body so that we can be resurrected.
I wonder if blood would count. Have a vial of blood stored
So-
That
somewhere.
would be better.
Well, I guess we could do that because Vance can replicate reincarnation.
A tooth.
Tooth.
Yep.
So we could go that
Probably a
way.
lot better than a toe.
True.
Wait, Moo, don't you already have a simulacrum of Vigo and Silas, and can't those be used to replicate us?
No, they're not you. They're just copies of you.
Right.
Speaking
but
of
you
which, I
need
probably have
something
to
of us
update
to make
those.
them.
No, I didn't need anything of you. I just need you guys to stay close. Actually, our wizard should be very familiar with that kind of illusion magic. But no, it would not quite work. the Silas copy is so that we have access to the resurrection magic. Say need he dies.
Oh, if I die, you're not going to resurrect me. I am going to be just living there at that point. That's
Do you have a DNR clause in your contract?
I mean,
How are you going to stop me from coming over there and grabbing your soul and bringing you back?
we will see what happens at that point. But
something.
Also, just so this is stated, I've made a replica of those 3 Fakena items, and then every day for the next 30 days, casting Nistel's magic aura on it, so it'll have the right fake magic aura,
Okay.
and then it'll be permanent.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to take a month.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm building all this in, I have a question. Since the staff's inside me, does that mean I do 2d6 lightning damage every time I hit something?
Only if you melee attack with your
Only
fists.
if I melee it. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, unarmed punch.
Nope.
Oh, you can heal. You could just keep punching Kojo and heal him. That'd be great.
or flesh columns, right?
Yeah.
Because it's Kojo, King of the Shambling Mounds.
at least we didn't put
Storm lightning.
the staff of swarming insects in him.
That's
Instead of,
very
Then he
true.
would have been like, what's
That
his
would've been
name from
nightmare.
Naruto? Oh shit, what's his name? The bug boy.
I don't even want to think about it.
Why
Yeah.
am I drawing a blank on his name? Shino?
No. Chino, yes.
Yeah, then you'd be like Shino.
No.
So it is the
What region are we going to next?
yeah. I'd say it's the morning, and you guys
That's it. Yep.
have
Well, we
Yep.
need to talk to the Green Dragon rider.
Yes, that I have a date with them. I'd probably go today to go talk with them. Because they're going to wake up and be like, something's different. So I'm just going to poof over there and I'm going to see how they're doing.
yeah. That's you. You remember where they reside. You poof over there, and you hear as you approach where they reside, you hear just like music playing. Almost like a little mini band, just playing. You hear just a bunch of for lack of a better term, partying going on.
Really?
Yep. As you enter, you do see that their residence is just filled with people. There are tables and tables of food and drink, and it looks like they've been partying for a minute now at this point.
I thought they were shut-ins.
They were.
Okay. I'm going to go find them.
They're not hard to miss. They're by their throne, and they are just having a grand old time. Mood got freaky with the Green Dragon Rider quite a few weeks ago, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you're trying to save
Emerald.
him.
Emerald, yes.
Emerald.
Because you have not met the Green Dragon yet.
Nope.
Yeah, they're not hard to miss. Shit, I can't remember names. Let me bring up my sheet.
No, Vigo, you were there for that one.
Yeah, we went to the Yeah,
that was
the mayor's
mayor
office.
office, and it got teleported, and we talked about it, and we were going to stab him to see if that worked.
Yeah.
Did it work? Yeah, dude.
Sudovan is drunk. Like, he is just out of it right now. He's having a grand old time. He sees you, Mood. He goes like, Mood, buddy, I'm free.
Yeah. It's good. It feels good, right?
It's great.
Okay.
The-
You want to be like this, right?
Don't you dare sober me up. I'm good.
Okay. No, not like that. I mean, free.
Oh, yes.
Not of this weird binding ritual thing.
It's the best feeling ever.
Okay.
And Bezek the dragon looks at you, Mood, and says, I do want to thank you for freeing me and my rider.
Yeah.
It is nice to be of our own mind now,
Yeah.
without
Well,
the external influence from his father.
Yeah. Who told you? Just because I was coming to tell you, but who told you?
We could tell as soon as it happened.
Okay. Good.
Cedarvan has been partying ever since. It's been about 2 days now.
Yeah. How are you feeling about your dad?
Cedarvan looks at you and goes, he's an asshole. Bleh! I need another drink.
Great. So going off of that logic, we would love it if you could help us deal with the him problem. Once you are done partying, it's not a big rush.
What do you need us to do?
You know a lot. I'm assuming you know a lot about what he's doing, does, how it works. Yeah?
I mean, we kind of kept to ourselves, but yeah, he's very powerful, and he's got this mind game that he plays with people and just makes you fall under a.
You probably know where the dragons are?
He moves them like every month, and I haven't been there in a few years, so I don't really know.
Do you know where the academy is? Because that was a thing we were also looking for. That would be harder to move.
Yeah, they usually train up the new riders and whatnot in the main city.
Okay. And like, well, like there'll be a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah.
We'll ask him.
Yeah, asking and planning, I'll answer them.
Yeah. We got a whole bunch of questions. Great. With that said, I will go back to everybody else.
No. You got a drink. You helped us, didn't you? You said you were gonna. Have a drink.
Yeah. Sure. I party for a little bit, then I head back over to everybody else.
All right. What's everybody else doing while this is all going on?
Would there be access to pen and paper?
Yeah. Quill and
okay.
paper, yeah. Oh, by the way, Abero, you have -4 to your rolls for the next 4 long rests until it goes down 1 each time. Because it's technically the resurrection spell.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
I'm gonna document and write down what we have done and start a journal of monitoring this as almost the scientific study.
Yeah.
Just for yep.
Because you would know that Clarence, as little time as you spent with him, was the only Warforged you knew, and now you just created another one.
Yes.
And there's literally no Warforged in this world.
And we are going to figure out if this can be of use to other people. Because this seems like we now have access to a very powerful being. And I don't know all the secret powers that he has in character, so whenever I see him being used, I'm going to add that to the journal.
Sounds good to me.
Well, what's Melisande doing?
I think I'm just out with Cora, taking it easy. Is there a
And
library?
You're in the main capital city, so yes, there is a library.
Okay, there. I'm in the library.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Some more information on the area.
Well, I mean, it's the main continent, so whatever you're looking for, you'll find.
I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. I'm just always learning. I need to learn things, so.
All right.
We're in Fluxor?
Yeah, you're in Luxor currently.
Oh, we're back there.
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, then I'm just Cora and I are out hanging out in the wilderness.
Alrighty. Are you hunting?
She is.
Make a survival check for me. Yeah, while out hunting, she only finds some little game, no deer or anything like that. Anybody else want to do anything for this day? Mood goes out, comes back.
Vigo was going to go see a man about some art and these items that we had acquired from the other dragon's horde. And are they convertible to cash?
Yeah, you'd be able to sell them for the 1,000 gold.
Oh, I'll take care of that. And so we'll come back with a bag of 1,000 gold.
Okay.
What are you selling?
It was 1,000 gold worth of art objects that had been found within the dragon's cache or
okay.
hoard.
Yeah, within the purple dragon's cache.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have anything for this day?
Our illusionist.
I'm kind of drawing a blank.
Okay. So Mood comes back and you all converge together.
So I say that we will have
Cedavan?
Cedavan. Yes, I was going to. We'll have Cedavan's insight into the other people's, into the other Dragon Riders. So we basically have a decently solid outline to any of the other regions we want to go to, which would be great. So we'll have that. And
I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. Did the purple dragon somehow have a hold or control over the green dragon rider?
well, we used the dagger.
So what they did, Vigo, is
Plan.
they made a deal with Tativolis, where if
Vigo wasn't with us, I think.
yeah, where if they were able to get the purple dragon rider and the dragon to go into Tativolis' service or whatever the case may be, then Tativolis will free the emerald dragon and his rider from Aiden's grasp because they weren't fully succumbed to it. So they used the OP dagger that I gave you guys to get them to sign the contract with their blood. Essentially doing, I think it was only like one round of combat.
Not even. And it wasn't even one round, like less than a round.
Yeah, and then the dagger broke because it was too overpowered, you know. But it freed the emerald rider and the dragon.
It would have become like this is how we do combat now.
Yeah, it would have. So Tativolis freed the emerald dragon and his rider from the grasp of Aiden.
Okay, good. So we don't have to kill them.
Correct. Unless you really wanted to.
Just gonna play Switzerland.
Well, now they're going to be a great. What I just said. They're going to be a great source of information and an ally to us because they don't like their dad, so that's great. Yeah, that's great.
And silly me question: where is Aiden and his dragon residing at? What color is that dragon?
He's red. It's red in the.
It is a red
dossier.
dragon.
Okay, I'm sorry, didn't have that recently. Okay,
Yeah,
so right next door to the big bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's if we're looking just at the map, is topaz yellow-ish?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be the geography. We could take that one, or I don't know what
Obsidian.
color this is. Obsidian, or the obsidian one if we're going based on geography-esque. It doesn't terribly matter to us.
I mean, with the information you're gonna get from Cedavan,
Yeah,
I can just show this stuff now. You already see the white one.
yeah. Sidvan can give us some lovely top-level information on places.
besides Aiden, who do we think would be the next strongest Dragon Rider?
That was a good question. Who's next up?
So,
Like who's?
hold on. Did I write it in order? Let me see real quick. Yeah, no, I didn't write it in order. Close though. Hold on. Let me edit this real quick, and I'll put it in the order of strength. So Aiden's at the top, obviously.
So then, is there is there any one of them in particular that any of the other ones like rely on, in which if we took them out, it would actually make the other ones easier?
Unfortunately,
that's
no.
A question. That's a question.
Well, my thought process is if we kill the second in command, at least that would be a devastating blow to show how powerful we are, and either incentivize or demoralize the rest of them.
Well, do we want to come off as incredibly boxers? I mean, like we've only killed 2, and I'm assuming they're the 2, maybe 3 weakest ones ish. We're not entirely sure.
There's roughly your order in the Dragon Riders of Saint Gregorie. Obsidian Topaz are roughly the same power, and then increasing up. Oh wait, I did the Sapphire twice.
Actually, my thought is that if you eliminate the second in line, does the third in line automatically step up, or does it create a vacuum and a potential opportunity for fourth to challenge third for the right to move up? Can we cause some infighting between the dragons and dragon riders to fill that empty spot now?
Is there a hierarchy? Like, we know Aiden's top, but like, is the other ones just like, this is how strong they are, but they hold all the same position anyway?
Yeah,
like, is there a hierarchy?
There's not really a hierarchy. They all hold the same position roughly. It's just a strength level that they're at.
So there'd be we couldn't exploit a vacuum in power unless we took Aiden out. But if we take Aiden out, I think it breaks everything else. But we don't want to risk. If we fought him, he's going to summon all of them, and I don't think, no matter what we bring, that we can fight all of them all at once. That'd be a bad idea.
I'd like to see you try.
That'd be a bad idea. Which is why we're systematically popping targets.
So if that's the case, we might want to go back to start at Obsidian, go to White. Go ahead.
I think, Obsidian, White, or Topaz. I think hitting the ones around Red might spur Aiden to do something, which I don't know if we want to do until we're at like ready for it kind of thing. Kind of like the last resort. Like, if we're gonna poke the leader, like getting that close to his territory, we should do it when we're at our strongest, which is taking out as many of them as possible. That's.
But you just took out green, which is a major border on red.
We took out Emerald, which is down here. Green's still in play. Yeah. We just took out Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald. Yeah.
Emerald is our ally now.
My bad, I misread the map. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No worries.
It might be best. I'm trying to think of this from a. We know what White is. We know their information.
Yeah, we got players we don't know because we need to ask the questions on which ones we want. But Sitovan probably has. Is it fair to say he has high level knowledge of all of them?
Yes.
Okay, so
we have give you the basics on everybody at least.
Yeah, so we have what we had on White for all of them now. because
Yep.
we flipped Sitovan.
I'll say
Okay.
realistically.
And then, does he know any of the other ones more in depth? Are any of them similar to him, where they're not terrible people, or was he the lone one out?
He's kind of the outlier on that.
Okay.
All right.
So all the rest of them are terrible people, and killing them is not the worst thing in the world.
All right. I just edited the document so you guys could see the male female combination of the dragons that Citovan would tell you, and we'll give you basics on what they can do as well that he would know.
I really want to avoid fighting any of like the obsidian or topaz one as long as possible.
Why?
I just don't have enough information, I guess.
I mean, we probably know what are the breath weapons. What is the generic, like, even probably Melisande probably knows. If you look at an obsidian dragon, what does the breath weapon do?
So Citovan would tell you that the topaz is a necrotic breath weapon.
Yeah.
So, and I'll like put this in the thing too.
Because that's high level. Like, this is an obsidian dragon. Is there anything unique about him that he knows? Like, that's the
What do you mean?
everything. Like, is he just an obsidian dragon, or does he know the ages of them?
He would know for the most part. The white topaz and obsidian are all adult. The rest he's not sure, but he believes they're, if not high in adult, ancient.
So it seems like white, obsidian, and topaz are our weakest targets.
Aiden's dragon is definitely an ancient.
Well, I have okay, hear me out on this then. If we go after white
Mm-hmm.
and then we go after the lower two, it'll make it easier because we've already taken off one that's kind of a step higher than those two.
Sure.
And maybe we'll get some better items there and be able to get more information. Or this spitballing, so.
Don't know. I mean, like, they might have, like, it seems like they're all kind of, they've all been very, like, independent of each other.
Fair.
So, like, we haven't really gotten much, if any, information on any other Dragon Rider in the Dragon Riders we've been fighting's territories. Realistically. But we can take out white, obsidian, topaz. They all seem like good targets. I'm down to any of those. Again, I still think poking any of the ones around red, he might come into. Aiden might actually start doing something, because right now he hasn't, at least to our knowledge, done anything to, like, counterattack. We've kind of just been strolling through and breaking his country
And that kind of worries
a
me.
little bit. So I'm thinking, like, he might not care about this southern part, but as soon as we hit a territory that's connected to his, I feel like minimum that's where he'll start caring about our antics. Like, he might not care about his throwaway weakest people, right? Because, yeah. So how do the obsidian, white, and topaz people, like, what are their shticks? Because we had the purple lady was a decent magic user. Emerald was loner. Hunter was a loner. Emerald was a loner. Mm-hmm. What is the shtick for obsidian, white, and topaz?
So topaz is very into the necromantic energies, just like the dragon. The white is very physical. Think barbarian almost.
Okay.
Obsidians. The Obsidians are sneaky, like
Okay.
stealth / guerrilla tactics, maybe even deception.
Do do any of them have secondary riders? Because we still haven't met any dragon rider that had a secondary rider yet, but we know they exist.
No.
So none of these lower level ones have any apprentices.
Correct.
How many apprentices does Sitiva know of the other ones?
Aiden has at least 3.
Okay.
Artame has 2. Liali has 2. Meritos has 2, and Pamox has 1. There, I'll throw this on here.
So of the higher level ones, Sapphire is the one that doesn't have one.
Correct.
Okay. Doesn't have an apprentice. That means we have to deal with 2 dragons at once. 2 dragons and 2 riders. Okay.
There we go. Updated.
Okay.
And remember, this is just information that Cedarven knows of.
Yes. Yeah. This is some high level. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to fight the sneaky person, which might have his own stealth network of spies that we could utilize when we beat him? Vigo?
So you're saying the Obsidian?
I mean, that's something we could take over, and that would be useful throughout the rest of our campaign on this continent, right?
Absolutely, if they can be turned.
Yeah, like I don't think we could turn the necromancy. That'd be hard. And then the white one's just a barbarian that smash things.
Cedarven would tell you also that the Obsidian Dragon's breath weapon is magma.
Solid.
Yay. I would not. I mean, I agree. Either Obsidian or Topaz at this point is the choice. I do not want to go against white. But
Yeah,
if
I
the
agree.
Obsidian Dragon provides us with a spy network of some kind that can be turned to our own cause, then that would be greatly beneficial to us.
Yeah, I'll vote Obsidian for our next target. Because there's a chance that we can utilize something. How about everybody else?
Melisande?
I agree.
Everybody gets a vote. What else? Silas, take your book out of your journal. Take your nose out of your journal.
I was on mute. I've been speaking like, I was like, what's going on? I forgot my clicker. No, I voted Obsidian as well. I think that's a good call.
Okay. And is it Trace?
Grace.
I don't think I know enough to actually make a vote.
And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Like he was here, gonna be here for the one shot. I don't know if Zia's gonna let us both play on Mondays.
Just tell her to let you play. I mean, come on. She's what, 3? She'll get it.
Well, right now she's not bothering us because Grandma's playing with her.
All right, we'll take that as an abstention.
Albero votes for the Obsidian as well.
There we go.
Huzzah!
Sounds like the eyes have.
But I do have a question. So about the Obsidian person, any chance they have a like heir or something of that person? for scrying purposes?
No.
But a good description, yes?
We could figure out what they look like, though, right? Because Sitavon would know what all of them look like.
Yeah.
So we can get that.
So then I could conjure an image, and then we can perfect it to make it look exactly what like the person looks like.
From the last time Steven saw him, yes.
Or we can... Yeah, that works. I mean, I could go into his dream and he could just give it to me.
Yeah.
So we can find it with magic, yes.
And then we can try to scry and learn what we can.
We may want to hold off on doing that. We don't want to alert that we're here, right? Until we already break our, like, they know we're here kind of thing. Because we kind of did that with the purple one, and it made... I mean, like, we had an overwhelming advantage because we had the dagger, but if we didn't, we were split up. We were basically caught we were caught flat-footed a little bit. So maybe not try to be sneaky, right? Especially against thieves or sneaky people.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a challenge not to be noticed.
Yeah. So, like, we can try our best, and then after we know that they know we're here, like, we get into a combat, we blow up a church. We'll probably end up blowing up a church.
Seems to happen.
Like, once we do that, then we can throwing the scry at them is probably a great idea. Is a great idea.
Vigo looks at the 9-foot shrubbery and goes, "Oh yeah, we're subtle."
Yeah, I mean, like, if we're gonna be subtle, and he just vanishes, just I can do this. I can all
Now
do this. And then, yeah.
Now the robotic
Yeah.
person with us as well.
We can
I'm
hide.
naturally unsubtle now, I would have to say.
I mean, we have two people
Although
now in the party can now
our
make people
illusionist
look. Yep.
And make him look normal.
Yep, we have two people that can do that now, so we can double up.
Yes.
And as far as the obsidian person goes, do we know where their likely like seat of power is?
Do we have a main city?
It is a mountainous city in the hillside of the mountain. About there.
Okay. Do we have a name?
You do. If you give me 1 second.
Solid. Go to City X.
Yes.
We could also scry on the city.
Mountainville. That's what
That's
it's called.
true.
It's Dunwaki Rise.
Doomwalkie. No. Okay. I guess that's a solid. We can go there today. We haven't done anything today.
Well, I think we're about 5 minutes. to
Yeah,
wrap
that's
up.
what I
Is
mean.
that
Like,
correct?
well, we could start the session at Doomwalkie. Doomwalkie.
Sounds good to me.
So if an opportunity presents itself, Vigo would like to speak with his friends and see if they can give him any inside information into the network that operates inside that area.
They haven't had contact with their network in that territory in about 4 months now.
Okay.
As you plane shift out to the city of
I was
Brass.
going to say, how are we going to get there?
Actually,
Is Vance sending us?
once I leveled up, there's actually a different way we're gonna travel.
Okay.
Similar, like so Moon kind of like it saves me a spell. It saves me a spell is what it does, because one of the new spells, which is lovely, and it's freaky it's incredibly freaky because this is a ritual. So this is how we start.
Circle of black chalk up to 15 feet in diameter, chanting for 1 minute during the casting time. You open a portal directly to the plane of shadow. The portal fills the chalk circle and appears as a vortex of inky blackness. Nothing can be seen through it. Any object or creature that passes through the portal instantly arrives safely at the destination. So you guys teleport to the plane of shadow first, then?
So we teleport from the plane of shadow. We're in this, but the plane of shadow doesn't exist anymore. It's great. So it's just an empty plane of nothing.
Why does the plane of shadow not exist anymore?
So the plane of shadow used to be what the plane of shadow got turned into the
Shadowfell?
Shadowfell. The plane of shadow got turned into the Shadowfell. So we're in this like weird half dimension. Is the way I'm thinking. It's just this empty, like in between the plane of like where we are in the plane of shadow, like kind of like I'm thinking it's like the ethereal plane of the Shadowfell.
Right.
And it's just emptiness and darkness, and then we appear where we are. Just silence.
As you appear. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, we're like a mile out
Yeah.
from Dune Walk here.
Where did it go?
So we don't have to worry about Vance transporting us anymore.
No.
You haven't had to worry about that for a while.
Yes.
That's so mean. As you appear outside the city of Dunwaki Rise, and you look around the entire landscape, you see nothing but flaming hot magma and fire for miles upon miles upon miles, as this region is completely overtaken by fire. And that's where we're going to start next week.
Ew.
Good session. And Silas, fantastic role. Congratulations. You created a Warforged.
That was really fun. So
That was insane.
if Logan had incorporated the shadow magic, there would have been a chance for him to be a shadowy creature instead of a Warforged, or instead of the human.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have given him resistance to all non-magical damage.
Oh my god.
Well,
So I
first,
should have had shadow magic in there as a bonus.
Or whatever your illusion was. But yeah, and if you'd include it in there, it would have just been chance for one, the other, or both.
It's the weirdest rules interaction.
Yeah,
that
was
whole
wild.
14th level ability is the weirdest rules interaction because you make an illusion of a thing, but then when you make it real, it becomes that thing. And dead corpses are that thing. So you can resurrection magic on them, so the spell works. But then that thing stops being real, but where does the soul go? Like the soul's there in the body, so then like the soul be attached to the illusion, but then the illusion could run out.
Yeah, I would say for the sake of that, I wouldn't allow it to actually work on a corpse, but because you guys were using resurrection as well.
Weirdest thing. It is the weirdest thing. You like turn them into a ghost, but it's like they're a living cartoon character. They're like a living 2D character.
so I'm sure this was not the idea you had for us to go this route, and I'm hopefully you are. This was a welcome.
Yeah,
excursion.
what happens. You know, it's interesting. My character sheet is now like a mile long of all this stuff. But no, it's fine. I'm fine with it. In fact, it's kind of cool to go from a regular old human to a Warforged.
Warfor with lightning punch.
Yeah, with more than lightning punch. I can shoot lightning like out of my eyes in a 200 and 120 foot line.
Yeah.
And two, I am not responsible for this fire this time. So you're welcome.
I don't know what she's saying since I got
definitely
mine
curious.
still on.
I was definitely curious as to what was going to happen. But no, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yay.
So Freysk is a character of mine from a previous campaign. And in that other campaign, one of the weird things that happened, we did a favor for Grumpsh, the god of the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
And since we succeeded on that favor, he granted us all a divine boon.
Mm-hmm.